Hey y'all, I'm back again. This is the second Pooh book, and this is Winnie the Pooh, the Honey Tree. This is an older book than the last one. And I'm pretty much, they are not, a lot of the things are similar, but there's nothing really identical in either book. And of course the stories are different, but pretty much the same. This one, I did the wrap with the piece of sheet that I tore, and like I said, I did launder. And it was an old white, really nice soft cotton sheet, and it was tearing, and I just, well, it does this little peeling thing too, but I just didn't want to throw it out because it's such nice fabric, so I ripped it up into a bunch of strips, and I'm dyeing a lot of it to use as things like this or on tags and stuff like that. And I wanted this color. I was trying to get sort of this orangey color, and I got close, but anyway, so that's the tie. And same fabric on the spine, and you know, the fabric's on the inside too, and then in the middle of the signatures you can see Pooh. So put the charm on here, inspired by Johanna. I love these. I love making them. They're so much fun, and I have all these really cool things from broken jewelry, and I put Pooh on here, just little, you know, little beads and vintage buttons, and put a little dice and a old key. So that's that. And then with this book as well, you'll get the bag. And I didn't say in the first video, and I apologize, I'm trying to get through this, guys, without going over 15 minutes. So, you know, if you have to slow the video down. Anyway, I did line these. I didn't say that in the first. So it's a lined drawstring bag. Just got a sewing machine, so I've been playing around with that, and I thought this was really cute. I had all this fabric left, and so I thought I'd make you a little bag to, you know, put your journal in, or you can use it for whatever you want. And then, like I said, this is the older one, Winnie the Pooh, the Honey Tree. It's got a little bit of wear to it, but I left it. I left it alone. And then inside it did have some, it was kind of messed up in the middle, so I took one of those printables that I found and just kind of distressed it a little bit and glued it in there. And then there's, same thing in here, there's tags, there's tucks, there's tabs, vintage buttons, pockets, journaling cards. I thought this one was really cute. That came from that camping scrapbook kit. It says "Don't feed the bears," and some other little journaling spots from other collections that I had. Dad paper, the coloring book page, the calligraphy paper. I think I'm about out of this. Put a little bee charm on some fabric here. And this book I did do a little bit different. I did the method that Elizabeth Brewer did, where you take the pages and you fold them in about 1/4 of an inch. So then you don't have to fold the page or really cut it. I did have to trim just a tiny bit to make it fit, and that was it. This book was originally published in 1926, and this is a 1965 printing. So this is an old one. But I've had this in my stash a long time, and I debated doing anything with it, but I thought, you know, it's just gonna sit on the shelf, and why? So here's a little journaling card. It says "Be happy," and this is, oh, I've got that clip. I just got that clip there. This is another little pocket that I stitched around, another little printable. A little epoxy sticker that I had made that says "Friends," and it's got 2 hearts in there and a little button. I thought that was cute. I love that image. I love Pooh Bear. I don't know about y'all, but I loved him growing up. Made a little tag. Ooh, I need to fix that because he's coming loose. That says "Treasure Everything" with the little cupcake topper. Another little paper clip with a little tiny button. And this is another one of the music fold-outs that put a map. This is a smaller map in this one versus the other one of Pooh's Pooh's house and his playground. And for the life of me, I can't think of what they called it. Another little tab with the fabric and some buttons. Scrapbook paper. These are little flip outs. Rita Donnelly flip. I couldn't remember her name in the last video. Some more little tags. With my wonky sewing, y'all are getting some of my my first sewing. I'm teaching myself how to sew again. And this says all my favorite things in love. I just put some stickers. Just, you know, the usual cardstock. And then on some of these where you do that fold up, I don't necessarily like the way that looks, so I thought this just looked a whole lot better. I put some little fabric strips in places. This wasn't really necessary, I just like that there. Pooh climbing up the tree. The center of the signature, on this one, I could have kept it like that, but I put this one. I put these in the middle of the signature with some scrapbook paper and pockets and some little journaling spots. There was a tear in this page, and I used some. This is like fabric tape that I put there so that it wouldn't rip any further. Another page, little paper. It's just paper clipped in from that 90s Pooh book. Same in this one, lots and lots of space to journal, put pictures. This is another one of those images, and all these images came from another Pooh book that I found. Wasn't really, I guess it was probably 80s or 90s, but it was some of the original type drawing. Not the Disney version, but the wow, my mind is blank. From this guy, A.A. Milne, who actually wrote the first stories of Pooh. Another little piece of, this is ribbon. This is like a ribbon here, not fabric. Another music flip out, and with a little index card that's just folded over. It says just walking on sunshine. That's a stamp. And then this is a little card I made. It was just a little note card, and I put another that fabric, sticky fabric, and a little piglet thing. Let's just round up. This page is from the old Pooh book, and I just did it like a flip. This is some of that fabric tape too. It's really neat. Works really well. Works a whole lot better than just regular washi. You don't have to add any other glue to it. And this is like a sticker type washi. It's not really washi. It's like a pillow sticker. A little workbook page from a Pooh book. More ribbon. This I left is the other side of that coloring book page. And I left it because I thought you could, you know, you could glue it if you want to here. Or, you know, tape something else to it. You could do a lot of things with that, and I just left that little piece there. You could just journal, just write on that. So, whatever you want. Another pocket with some little tags, little journaling spots. The center. This one has about the same amount of pages. It's like 80 some pages in here, which gives you like a total of 160 minus the actual book pages. Little sticker banner, little index card. Do y'all ever feel like you repeat yourself 100 times in a video? I do. Here's another book page. I just clipped it in with the paper clip so you can move it. This is another little tag I made with a little tag with the Pooh, and it says "Say Yes to Adventure." thought that was cute with him playing around in the mud. And this is, I don't know if I mentioned, most of this paper, most of the scrapbook paper in here is double-sided. So this is like that really honey color and this pink on the other side. Really nice paper. Another that big workbook. And this is from another little kids like craft workbook type Puzzle Mania book. These were fairly old. Yeah, 80s maybe. Maybe early 90s. Which they say is vintage now, so I don't know, that must make me antique. But anyway, here I did some stamping with the bees. Took a little bee stamp and then I drew the little lines. And then the middle of this signature is some of that camping paper, and then some of those little journaling cards. But these came from another. They're blank on the back. So, you know, if you don't like this, you could, you know, you could just paint over that, you know, or put pictures over that, over all of those. This says, love this. It's a little bee stamping again because the bees were coming out of the tree there. Lots and lots and lots of space, y'all. So this, I actually stitched this and I glued it in as a little tip in. A couple more little bees over here. And this is a sticker since he's, you know, the balloon, the balloon's got him. He's floating away. I had these little balloon stickers. I thought that looked cute there. And it says the best day. The other side of that workbook. This says explore every day. Another little pocket. And another little tag. This one's got Eeyore on it. And then this little paper clip has a little honey pot button. And then another little, some little journaling cards. And this one says, hello, darling, you are my everything. It's got Tigger on it. And there's images of Pooh. I love that one. So I stitched that and then put it on the journaling card and then made that a pocket. And then there's a little piglet button here on one of those little bold pins. And the other side, the index card. And this is a vintage vintage piece of fabric that's got cross stitch on it. That I had a hard time cutting it up, but I did it because I loved it, and this is the way I want to use it because it was so big. I cut it in half and I sent half of it to somebody else, and I'm using the other pieces. But here's another image from that other book. This is also, just kept it to where this is a pocket as well, so you can stick little things in there. Recycled manila folders that I made all those tags out of. I had a ton of them from work. And then this is the back, and I signed it here. And that is Winnie the Pooh, the honey tree. So thank you guys for stopping by, and like I said, I'm sorry I'm kind of rushed through. I'm trying to keep it under 15 minutes and I'm cutting it close. So anyhow, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment. Have a great day. Bye.